Well, today I'm going to install a quarter glass window mechanism on my 72 Challenger. This is Clarksplace, and try to show as much detail as I can as to the ins and outs of trying to get this to work. It's a tight space, and you get your fingers a workout. Anyway, thought I'd first start out by showing down inside. I've got a rag across the bottom, and the problem that you might have when you're putting this in is you could drop something. If you drop a nut or a washer, it goes all the way down to the body rocker. You can get down in there, but if you drop some sort of non-magnetic piece, you really can't get it out of there. So I put a rag across, that way it should block everything. And quarter glass is right here. It's assembled. As I took it out, I will take the nuts and bolts off of it, and I think put the track in first and drop the window down in there. But I'll try to show that. Hopefully the GoPro will catch everything, and we'll begin here. Okay, what I'm going to start with is the tools you need. You need a straight screwdriver, a ratchet wrench with a 1/2 inch, and I believe a 9/16. Of course, the flashlight's always good to have, and a rag. I also have a blanket to lay across a threshold. Any of you that worked inside an interior will know, after you lean on the edge of this threshold, it'll start cutting into your skin. So until there's carpet and everything else, you got to make do. First thing will be to take off the bracket, which there's plastic pieces here, and here are the pieces that you can't have this drop into that cavity. You won't get it back unless you've got a little pincher that grab, and it's out of sight. You can't feel it. You can't get your fingers down in there. So set that aside. And then up here, anything that's large sticks out. Of course, it will not let it go in. This is actually hooks to the window mechanism. And down here, we have the bolts that hold it in. You can see there's a straight slot that once you get this mounted, it'll adjust this in and out to change how the window is, the slide, so it'll line up, and you can cock it one way or another to match up with your molding. That's pretty much the adjustment that Dodge will give you, which is enough. And take this off first. There's actually one on both ends. One's a little shorter than the other. I'm not sure I can get this in there with these on. There's a spring here that actually goes on the window mechanism for up and down. So there's your profile. One's large, one's small. Like I say, I'm not sure I can get that in there. I'm pretty sure I put it in this way my last car. Well, I'm gonna have to change move the mechanism up out of the way. There we go. And then this will fit in there, and you can see where it mounts with a little help. Mounts there, and then up here the bolt sticks through. And then you can slip your glass down in because it is very thin, and hook it up with no problem. So let's see if I can slip this up in here one-handed. Okay, the bottom's in. And inside, I'm not sure I can show this. I'll try. There is a trough, if you want to call it, glide, that the back part, okay, it's in that. Okay, good. Now I can bring this down. I know you're not seeing this actually, but okay. Then this part will come over and hook up there. So that was relatively easy. Put a nut up, bolt up here, and the one down here. I just leave them loose because you have to make some adjustments. You might even have to take it off in order to get the glass in. They're not really that difficult to put in. Okay, now I'm going to take the glass. Let me see if I can twirl it up just a little bit. And this slips down in. Just a little finesse. And there, you can't really see it from where. Okay. All right. What I got going on here is the mechanism that holds this in is a plastic guide that clips over the top of this rail, and on this side, the up and down, when you move the handle, that'll bring that up and down, which I haven't tightened this, I've just got it in there finger tight. Then the first thing is there's the plastic piece behind, and then this one on the top to hold this in so it slides up and down. And this part, and of course this part as well. So that's the mechanism that actually holds it together. So getting ready to just tighten this part. Okay, not sure if I got that tight enough. I'll do it by hand. It's hard to tell sometimes when you're using a machine on it. But anyway, that will mount the window, and then you make your adjustments. There's a guide I think goes up here to keep that kicked over, and then it'll go all the way up and will seat in your rubber. And there's a clip in, I believe that whiskers they call it. There's holes here on the outside that well, I got it in a bind, so I had to figure out why it's in a bind. I got everything loose, so it's probably all out of adjustment, but that's pretty much how you put a back window, back glass in. Very, very simple. It's not a bad design at all. Then we've got the adjustment there. Like I say, it looks like I left it the way it was when I took it out. So might have to tweak that a little bit so it'll go up and down fine. And then it's always good to put some grease on them And on the teeth mechanism, you need to have some teeth on that, or some grease on that as well. That way you get a nice smooth operation. And that should do it. So bye bye for now. Thank you.